So, Katie, again, it's great to be here with you one more time.
Thank you so much.
My buddy at the gym, Joe, and Joe's a lively 78-year-old. He's retired, gets to the gym, can drive, but he actually had a mini stroke.
Wow.
I still can't get that right. What is it called again? TIA. Okay.
I told you what it stood for. You'd have it even more.
Okay.
I can't even say it. Yeah.
But he, up until then, completely healthy individual, single, really estranged from his family, lives in a mobile home that's close to our gym, and he's trying to figure out, now I have this TIA, I want to still be active, I want to be around other adults my age, like other people. He's got online and he's connected with people online. He really wants to have that in-person connection, that lively connection with other people. And so I asked him, would you be open to meeting with a senior transition specialist to look at what other options are out there? And he said yeah, but he also hasn't called you. So trying to find that next step for Joe and figuring out what resources he has and what would be the best fit for him.
Right. Great scenario. People have a hard time with change, whether it's 18 or 78. And just like when you're 18, you still want to be around people and feel really alive. And that's what Joe sounds like.
Right.
He just sounds like he's alive. He's looking for community. He's at the gym. He probably would like to meet a nice 70-year-old, 75-year-old woman, right?
Yeah,
he can
absolutely
spend the time that he has left in his life.
Yeah.
So one thing you did tell me is that you helped him get in touch with an attorney to write up a trust or a will.
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliant. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's the number one thing people don't do as they age. They don't want to face their mortality, and they think, if I don't look at it, it'll go away. So well done on getting him to write something up, especially if he's estranged from his family. So well done on that. So he's got that done. So he has the mobile home by the gym, and then you shared that he has a property in
out of state.
I think people are afraid of what they don't know out there. Part of what I do is sit with families or individuals and just show them what the options are.
Right.
Because you don't know what you don't know, right?
Absolutely. So when you do that, is that generally do you have an office outside of Intero, or how does that work? Because I want to set Joe up with an appointment with you. How do we go about that? If he hasn't called you yet.
If he hasn't called me yet, he can give me a call. We can go out for a cup of coffee.
What is your number?
My number is 408-513-7838, and my company is called Hand in Hand Senior Placement.
All right.
So Joe could give me a call, we could have a coffee, and I could show him and tell him about communities that have a younger population that's more vibrant, where he would really, instead of going through the social apps, it would be people around him that want to go to the gym, they want to go hang out, but they're in a community setting where they have meals, they meet people, have activities, and really start building another community. At 78. It's absolutely plausible.
That's great. And how much might that cost, Joe?
It can vary.
Well, I'm saying your services versus actual placement when he moves. But what does the placement services cost?
So my services, believe it or not, are free.
Wow, that's amazing.
I get compensated by the community if I bring people there.
Got it.
I have to go negotiate a contract. This sounds familiar, just like real estate.
Exactly.
I have to negotiate a contract, typically with every community that I bring someone to, right? And that's not so hard. It's not as hard as you think. Maybe because I'm pretty open and I have a good business, I love my people, and I like the communities that I work with, and the value that I bring is the person that comes into that community. I have interviewed them, vetted them, I know what they want, I have educated my client on what to expect, what a community can do, and what they can't do. So by the time I go into tour with a family, the person who's a salesperson in the community knows, oh, this is one of Katie. They're pretty up to speed.
All right. And then you mentioned, I know you're a realtor, right? But so what other services do you connect with to help families make that transition? You were telling me a little earlier about, hey, maybe somebody shouldn't sell their home to go move. They should do something alternative, right?
That's exactly it. I really look at people on a case-by-case basis. If someone comes to me and they're really worried about paying for senior living, I will ask them, how about this? Let's not sell your house. Let's get everything out of the house. We'll paint it white and gray. We'll rent it out to subsidize your senior living, right? Especially for people who live in neighborhoods that can command a high price for that. And some families, you know what, they've already planned this all out, and selling the house was part of it, and they're willing to take the capital gains hit. They don't want the responsibility anymore.
Right.
So on one side of that, if people want to maintain the home, I know property managers, I know painters, I know contractors that can come in and zhuzh it up a little bit to make it really attractive. And conversely, if people want to sell the home, I have the organizers, the movers, the people who specifically work with seniors to hand select what they will take out of the home and make sure it fits in the new place.
That's great.
And they will take it from the home and put it right into the new apartment. So I've got a vast array of resources, but really when you look at it, it's a whole spectrum. It's a web of people I know. It's
All
fun.
right. Well, thank you again.
Oh, yeah,
I appreciate
great to see
it.
you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
Great.